So I want to keep talking about WWE, and I'm going to start with the Judgment Day, right? The Judgment Day seems to be kind of split in the middle right now. They're still together. They're still together. They still work together. They still jump people together. But they're not, like, there's a division going on, okay? And it's because of Finn and Liv. Now, Liv can see what Finn is doing. First of all, the Judgment Day is not supposed to have any leaders, right? But apparently Finn wants to be the leader. Liv is, I don't know. I think that they decided together how they're going to do things. I guess it's supposed to be like a democracy with them. But Finn doesn't seem to agree with that because he's like, if you listen to Finn, then you win, right? But Liv shade to Finn is great. She's so passive aggressive. I love about her character. She can smell all the BS that Finn is throwing out, and she's not about that life. And she's gonna put him in his place, but she's gonna do it sarcastically. It's gotten to the point that this past Monday they're not even talking to each other. Liv was trying to say everything she wanted to say to Finn through Raquel, and Finn wanted everything that he wanted to say to Liv through JD, right? And it's very interesting. It's very interesting because it was Finn who told Dom to go with Liv. And now Liv is over here standing up to Finn. I don't think that, first of all, I think that Liv does not like the way that Finn talks to Dom. Because Finn is always throwing shade at Dom. And Dom is never defending himself in these situations. He just brushes it off like whatever. But Liv be coming with the shade. Like when they lost the titles, when Finn and JD lost their tag team titles, and he was like, where were you? She said, we listened to you. You know, when we listen to you, we win, right? Like that kind of sarcastic comment, I'm like, I'm living for it, right? I love the drama. I love the drama, okay? It's hilarious. It's hilarious. But you can clearly see that there's a split in this group. Even on Monday, Dom was like, oh, I'll take care of Priest for you. I'll take care of Priest. Mind you, Liv had told Finn, she said, we agreed. We agreed to leave him alone. And if you had left him alone, you wouldn't have lost your titles. You wouldn't have lost your tag team titles. And so Finn already is feeling how he's feeling about Dom as it is. And he's clearly not enjoying Liv's passive aggressiveness. And he's clearly insecure because he was like, oh, you think Dom can do it when I can do it? You know, with the whole thing with Priest. I don't know why he keeps comparing himself to Dom. I don't know why this is, this is not, I thought it was like an authority thing. I thought it was like maybe he's trying to be a father figure to him. No. I don't think he's trying to do any of that. I just don't think that he likes that Dom gets opportunities. And that's it. I don't think he feels like any of them deserve any opportunity for that title. The title that Gunther holds, the World Heavyweight title. I think he's the only one who thinks he deserves it. And so when anyone else is eyeing it, he gets really upset. It's an insecurity. It's an insecurity thing with him, right? And so what's going on is that, Dom doesn't care. Dom is going to do what Dom is going to do. And he had a whole plan to get Priest down, but Priest knew the whole plan, and Finn got involved and got Dom disqualified from that match. I don't think that was the plan at all, but that's what happened. Finn attacked Priest, and that's how they got disqualified. That's how Dom got disqualified, and that's when the War Raiders came out to help Priest, right? And so it's really interesting what's going on in like this little Judgment Day world because it's hilarious. It's really hilarious. I don't think it's a civil war yet. I just think it's a divide on how the Judgment Day should be run. Because Finn wants to be the leader, even though he says he doesn't need a leader. And Liv doesn't want a leader. They all just want to talk it through, and whatever they decide that they are going to agree on is what it should be. Everyone should have an opinion. And so I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm going to wait and see. I'm entertained. Now, I do want to also talk about the Miz and the Judgment, not the Judgment Day, Miz and the Final Testament versus the Wyatt Six. The Miz just wants to get out of this whole feud. He wants to get out of the Final Testament's eye. He just wants to get out of it, okay? But what's going on is that the Wyatt Six are not going to let him. And neither is Karrion Kross. He's like, nah, bro. We took a hit for you. You owe us forever. Okay? Forever, ever. And so Miz is not about this life at all, but he's doing his part. He's doing his part. It was because of the Miz like 2 weeks ago that they won a match. And I think this past week I think they had another match. I can't remember, or it wasn't a segment. But all I have to say is that I have enjoyed this. Like the Wyatt Six, I think they are a great attraction. They really are, and I'm happy that we get to see them. It's not like when you had Bray Wyatt, you know, you didn't get to see him wrestle, especially when he was the Fiend, you know, because it was an attraction and he should only be put out on certain times. No, the Wyatt Six are here, and they're not here to play. They're here to wrestle, and so I'm really happy to see them getting that spotlight. And I think this is a good feud. Finally, the Final Testament has found something to kind of really sink their teeth into, and they're being showcased really well. It took some time. It took some time to get here, y'all, but we're here. And the good thing is that each member has somebody to fight. You know, I don't know what Eldering, you know, is gonna be doing here. I mean, he is the manager, but I just enjoy the story. The Miz is like the glue. He's the glue here. He's the one who keeps all of this together, and I don't mind that. The Miz is really good at what he does. He's really good at what he does, and so I've enjoyed this. I'm very happy, and I hope to keep seeing it. I think we're going to see it for a while, especially since, you know, the Final Testament is not going to let The Miz do anything that he wants to do at all. And The Miz is terrified. And so, let's continue. Now, we also have another feud we're going back to. You know, we have American Made with Chad Gable. And I guess they kind of reignited that feud with Alpha Academy with, you know, Otis and, oh my goodness, Akira. I hope I said his name right. I really, really hope I said his name right. So I'm really happy that we kind of got back here, because I feel like this feud didn't really end. It just kind of took a break. Because, you know, you had American Made, and they had, with Chad Gable specifically, who was dealing with the White Six, right? And so now we kind of come back to this, and I'm kind of happy. I'm hoping that Otis gets the revenge. I'm hoping that Otis gets the pin and the win, because Chad Gable has been, like, he was terrible to them for months. For months. He was horrible. And he's still terrible to them today. And, you know, and he's just terrible. And now we have the Creed brothers with him and everything like that. And so let's finish this feud. I think this will be a grudge feud. I think this is going to be a forever feud. We can always go back to this because of how terrible Chad Gable treated Otis and all of Alpha Academy. But I don't mind this. Like I said, sometimes things do need a break. Because if you do the same thing consistently over and over again, you're going to get stale. And this isn't stale to me. I'm really happy to see this. We're supposed to be seeing Otis versus Chad Gable soon. And I really hope that it's a really good match. And, you know, we might see some more out of this. I don't think it's going to be over like next week exactly. But I think, you know, we could see a few good matches here. And then we'll see where they go from here. But like I said, you know, the tag team division is open. So they can always go there. The tag titles are there. They can always go there. But I'm enjoying a lot of these different storylines that we have with all these different groups. There's a lot of different groups here. And all of their storylines are fine. You know, they go into place. They make sense. And they're interesting. They're not boring, y'all. They're not boring. So, very happy. Very happy. Anyway, thank you for watching.